You're listening to Polished Woman, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hello, Polished Women. Happy holidays. Yes, it's December. Okay, traveling during the holidays. Oh gosh, don't start. It's so hard. The holidays are often a time spent with family and friends, and for many of us, that can mean traveling to see those people. If you're lucky enough to live close to your loved ones, then you may only need to go a few miles away, but that isn't the case for everyone. And traveling during the holidays can be more stressful than it is during often times of the year. Why is that? I can't make your flight shorter or your luggage lighter, but I am joined today by these two amazing women who have some tips and tricks to make traveling easier. So here they are. On my right is Lisa Sewell, the owner of Low Travel Company, and Tracie Shepard, who worked for Princess Cruise Lines as an entertainment director. Okay, let's get it started with you, Lisa.
Okay.
As the owner of a travel company, what types of services do you offer to clients?
Oh, wow. Well, the travel industry has changed so much. And a lot of people do it online and kind of know where they want to go. What my company has started is really to help curate and kind of make more individual details, like a recommendation for restaurants and special places to stay. High-low comes from, of course, the high-end, which everyone would love to do. But the other side is to maybe make it a little more cost-effective, is to stay at Airbnb or possibly do a home exchange. We've done both and had great experiences.
Oh, I like that, home exchange.
Yeah, very different. I know. So anyway, there's always a way to get there and do it on your budget. And sometimes you want to end with a really special treat at a fancy restaurant or a high-end hotel that you might move in at the last 2 days. But I don't know. My parents had a travel agency, and so it's just been in my blood since I was young.
She's very good.
Anyway, I like to have fun. We've been a lot of places, so I'd like to just share the knowledge of the different cities. So
Tracie, you work for a cruise line as an entertainment director. Can you give us some insight into what exactly that means?
Well, basically, I was the director for the Past Passenger program. So kind of the Julie McCoy for the people that traveled a lot on the ship.
Like
so I had to make it fun for the
Yes.
kind of those things. And
that's the love boat.
Yeah,
the love boat. I know.
Yeah.
That's so
Okay,
funny.
then after that, I worked at Entertainment Tonight Online as the travel person for the website. So I did Where the Rich and Famous Travel. So we would go around to different locations around the world and see what the rich and famous were doing. So it was really fun.
That's
it was really
amazing. So what is the difference between the whole traveling thing with holidays? I mean, it's just, I think it's
more
just
people.
really more
There's
stressful
more
and
and
so
more
more
people.
stressful, right?
Yes, and I think we were talking on the way here that there's a few ways to get through those lines. One is Clear, which is something that you can look onto online, and you can really bypass those long lines by joining it. It does have a fee. Same with Global Entry. It not 99% of the time. I mean, I guess 99% of the time.
How do you get that
global entry? You have to go. You have to fill it out, and you go
to
to your local airport. And we have done that as a family, and it's really good getting back into the country. So that's a huge thing. But it also allows you to get into TSA, which is a shorter line. So that's one. Clear is another fee-based.
What's that?
It's an app on your phone, and you have to get cleared also and pay a fee. So that is something that you do. And the nice thing is you can even go to a Yankees game and go through the clear. Like, it's not just for airports; it's for concerts and everything now has security. So it might be a good investment.
It's called www.clearme.com.
Is that what it is?
that's
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm not a pitchman for
Okay,
it.
so
I'm just telling you how to save time.
So to
Yeah.
save time, www.clearme.com.
Yes.
You know, because it's soon, right?
It's soon, and
Yeah,
so they
soon,
may be
so,
backed up,
yeah.
but you give it a try for Christmas. I don't know if you
Yeah.
could do it for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But I know the global entries helped us a lot with the TSA and the lines. So TSA doesn't, when you go through the pre-check is where you don't have to take off your shoes and you don't have to unpack everything. It's a smaller line, so that is another way. So
Right.
you can
Yeah.
do both, or one or the other. But Clear is kind of a newer thing, and it's its own company, and they are really doing concerts and also sporting events.
Oh,
Because
wow.
if you're going to any of those,
Yeah.
we can definitely. I'm looking into it. As soon as I get off, I'm going to try and look into it.
Oh, and it says here that you can also buy TSA pre-check for $85 for 3 years. Is that
wow.
correct?
3 years, is that right? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Oh
guess
my gosh,
so. And I have to
that's
say, the
amazing.
pre-check is that line that you see those people going over. It's a lot smaller, and again, you don't have to take off your shoes, and you
Yes.
don't have to undo all your electronics, which we all have at least 2 going through, like
Wow.
usually a
Yeah.
laptop or
Or your
phone and
yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have those in the cruise line? Do they check,
Oh, same.
Same.
Yeah, you
Oh.
can still get that same kind of those lines
Yeah.
and that issue. But if you have the pre-check, then you do
so
get on
that
the
you
ship
can
quicker.
apply this
Yes.
pre-check everything as well
Same.
for oh
Okay.
my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
I
So
want
we're-
I want you guys to advise how can we travel light? Okay, I'm not one of those.
Oh,
I'm not one of those.
I can take a roll-on pretty much anywhere. I just got back from New Zealand, and I had a rollie for a week.
I know.
Okay,
And
how do you
I
do
have
that?
to say that was a week, and
Yeah.
you're talking about hiking boots and Patagonias and like gears
Yeah.
and lots of jeans because it's colder. It's hard, but what it allows you to do is be nimble through the airport. You have one bag, and I usually have either a backpack or a cute handbag.
But
depending.
how about those shampoo or stuff that you want to bring, like my vagina wash? There's no
Oh
vagina
God!
wash in
There
the
you
travel.
go. There you go.
I
Well,
have
So you
mine.
can bring the 4 or
you know
the
what?
6.
My husband always says that you can buy pretty much. I don't know if you
Anything
can
we
get
can
that.
get. Yeah, I know.
I think you can
I
get
have
pretty
to
much
bring it.
anything if you forget it. You can get it, and you can always buy things abroad and have it sent home. We
Right.
bought duffel bags and then
Yeah.
just had them shipped home. So we just have that one bag. So that's my family and Bill's family, and we both have tried to get the girls to take one rollie, but the fashionistas might want to check a bag. I don't know. I may not be
it's
as
hard.
fashionable.
I need a lot of shoes.
Shoes.
That's hard.
Well,
I
buy
know,
them there.
I know you can buy them, but I feel like I want to be ready. And
Yeah.
I want,
well,
when
yes.
okay,
you
yeah,
want to
because-
always look great. for
Yeah,
sure,
and I want to
so.
look great. I want to be okay. This is what my. It's
Outfit.
weird that I always when I pack. Okay, this is for my first day or my second day.
You know
I
what's a
you
good
shouldn't do that.
rule of thumb
Yeah.
is to take a color like navy or gray and
Yeah.
whites or a black.
Oh, I thought that was great advice. That
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
told me
that
when
you
we talked.
do one color scheme and then
monochromatic
take your
colors.
fun scarf or your
Right.
fun handbags and your great shoes, and then you can kind of mix and match
Interchange,
it.
yeah.
But anyway, you can always buy there. That's what.
By the way, I just want to interrupt them. Normally, I have someone that I interview. I have a co-host and I have like someone that we help. But today, because of the traveling, I want to have both. From the traveling, air traveling, and from the Princess Cruise or the cruises or something. So I have both of advice for you guys. So what is the best destination for a last minute? Okay, my husband is a last minute kind of guy. I know. We were like, okay, where do we go? And he changes his mind. Like, for example, he would say, okay, let's go here. And then after like a week before, no, let's just go somewhere, close. So what is the last, like a good place for a last minute? Like for New Year's Eve. This is actually, New Year's Eve, this is actually always a destination that people like look for and look forward to is the New Year's Eve. And everything is so expensive. Everything is like double. I don't understand why.
Right.
Well,
is, yeah.
I would
Yeah.
just say that's where your internet is the friend.
Yes.
Like you can look and search and find out
Yeah.
Where good prices are, where people still have availability. Because
Yes.
a lot of things,
They sell out
Airbnbs
early.
and
Yeah.
hotels, and a lot of that are already taken. But usually last minute deals. There's a couple websites that provide that. So
Okay.
I don't know.
And
What
how
else
about
do you-
with a cruise line? I mean,
Well,
what is
the-
like a short?
A short
is there like
cruise
a
would be,
short
there's like a
cruise?
3-day cruise out of LA that's just Mexico, Catalina, and back. Or they'll go up the coast to Santa Barbara, and you could just be on the ship for 3 days, which is pretty, that's a really quick one. If you want to do
you
something
feel like
like
you're
that, just go
miles
up the
away
coast.
and
Yeah.
you're really just.
You can have your party on a 3-day cruise.
Lisa told me you have how many kids?
Two. I have two
okay.
kids.
And you
yeah.
travel with you travel.
They come ever
Are
since they were
little?
babies. Now they're 16 and 17,
Yeah.
but they've been all over the world. So.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
And we started
that's
when they were small,
amazing.
so we just took them all over, everywhere.
So,
Oh.
they're
So never.
pretty good travelers.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're really
wow.
good travelers. Small bags.
Oh my!
So
So,
we
okay,
learned to
this
do
is
that
actually a
early.
very important question.
Yeah.
How about the tickets before like what are the good day? They always say, okay, you have to purchase your ticket like months before you leave. But again, we're always like a last minute,
The last
purchase.
minute, I have a trick on that is if you're willing to not go nonstop. If you wanted to go to New York, let's say for New Year's, and all the LA, New York is very, very booked.
Right, it's booked,
Maybe
yeah.
go through Cincinnati or go through Atlanta, whatever it is. It's going to be a pain, and I don't know if it's time. So they may have more business seats available, or they might have better seats available. But it definitely changes the price of the ticket. I remember going to Hungary. Like if they went to Hungary and then to Italy, it was less money than if they went direct. So it's kind of like those are the things you learn just by doing it. And again, just because I've been doing it, and you two travel quite a bit too. But trying to figure out.
Is there like a day? They say that
Tuesdays usually.
Well,
Yeah, I
Tuesday,
know.
it's not
Yeah.
the weekend for sure.
Yeah.
Friday
Not
and
the
Sunday
weekend,
are
right.
It's usually
always more
Tuesdays,
expensive.
and then also the earlier usually is less than, and always clear your what is that called?
Cache.
The cookie. No,
Cookies?
the cookie. What is it? The incognito.
what's that?
The incognito button, because they're watching you. If you're looking at London over and over again, your fare will go up for sure. And so then
Oh my God!
you want to make sure you put up.
Okay,
your
you have to
incognito
remember that.
there.
Babe,
Yeah.
if you're watching the show, you
Clear
have
the
to
history.
remember, clear
Yeah.
the history.
I'll help David.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
So wait, how do you change? So
You clear your cookies, or you go to an incognito window, which both Safari and Chrome and all the big ones have. So you do it, or you go on your phone, and because you haven't been on your website, like we have a computer at home, or if you have your laptop, you might want to go on your phone, and you'll see a different price. So they're watching
such a
you,
good advice.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what is the biggest mistake travelers make that can be avoided?
I would say, during the holidays, going to see
Doesn't
family.
matter, but any.
What I do when we go back east to see our family is I send all the gifts ahead, so I'm not carrying anything, all the extra
that's
things.
so true.
So I order it. It comes to the house. It's really nice. You can just do a big basket for your parents or your, and then you're not carrying all these extra things, and you have more room for your shoes.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
Yeah,
that's so true.
I
So
would say that
yeah.
on the packing. I would, especially with the busy holidays, I would really recommend trying to get everything in one bag and then buying things there and sending it home, or sending your gifts, like you said.
And then there's no chance of losing your luggage.
Yeah,
'cause you got
losing
it
your
with
luggage
you.
if you're.
That's
Oh
happened a
my
few
gosh,
times.
that's a
That could be a
pain in the
disaster.
ass. Losing
And
the
it's,
luggage.
well, I would say if you're going skiing, it would be kind of tricky because
Yeah.
you're packing bigger stuff. But if you're going to Turks and Caicos or
Yeah.
the Tahiti, you could get away with a rollie because.
Oh, with skiing, you know what we do actually with skiing? My husband would send all the ski outfits ahead of us.
Oh, that's a great
through
idea.
That's a
FedEx.
really good idea.
There's another.
Through FedEx ground, and he would send it like a week or 2 weeks before. So when we get there, it's
all there,
it's
yeah.
already there. Because packing ski stuff.
Yeah, the
oh
puffy
my
jacket.
Yeah,
God.
you need a whole
Especially the
different-
jackets and everything.
And gear
Yeah,
and
and I put
mittens
everything in we have like our own. I put everything in one bag, but we have our own. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like
Yeah.
2 bags, like big bags. So it's I don't know, it's like crazy. Tracie, I have a similar question. Lisa, what do you think? Wait, that's the one. Is there any must-have items that you recommend everyone that is traveling? Like, what is like the
Like to take on the
Yeah.
airline, like lotion and scarves and things to pack.
like a must-have?
I would think I love my wet wipes, and I love to
Wipe
take
down
a
the tray,
wipe down.
It's
just
cold and flu
even,
season, right?
they're,
Yeah,
they're
that's
cleaning
so
it. But
true.
I do like that, and then I really love having a scarf or some kind of a cashmere
Yes.
throw or something,
Yes.
because you never know. Sometimes it does get cold on those airlines.
Oh, it does. That's why
Yeah.
I wore this because
Yeah,
I
these-
love this. I wear them all the time when I
So cute.
travel, and I feel like I need something like a coat or like a big what do you call that, scarf?
Scarf
like a
and
blanket.
yeah. What else?
Oh, we were talking about eye drops and the
Oh,
spritzer
yeah.
for your
Oh,
face
spritzer, like
because
a-
you get
a
so dry on the
spray.
plane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and lip,
that's so
some kind of a
true.
lip
Little mouthwash.
balm or
Yeah. By the way, they have
Or
lip
gum.
balms when you go to a first class. They have lip balms.
Oh, they have a nice little packet.
Yeah,
So
packets.
if you could just
Yeah.
emulate that little packet and
I know.
read and put your socks.
But
and
it's
your-
sometimes their lip balms are not as good as the one. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
It's always nice to have what you
What
like.
else? What else should I?
Music and having things
Yeah.
charged, because
Yes.
a lot of
Download
airlines
your
have
favorite
the
TV
chargers,
series.
and
Yeah,
they
that's
have
true.
everything, but you want to be able to, if for some reason they don't have like an old plane may not have the chargers, you want to make sure everything's up and you have a backup. I would think your
Yeah.
chargers are important.
Oh wait, I have a question from my Instagram. I heard that,
Oh,
my
yeah.
Instagram, polishwoman.com.
Polishwoman.com.
Polishwoman is my Instagram. I heard it's bad to eat on the plane. To eat plain food. Is
There-
that true?
No, but there's this whole thing I just read about etiquette
what-
on the
yeah.
airplane. Like, you're not supposed to bring the big tuna fish sandwich or
Yeah.
smelly
It's a faux
kimchi
pas. That's a major
or
faux pas.
your,
Or like an
you know,
egg.
Yes. Well, it's really funny that a lot of times
Yeah.
people they'll bring McDonald's and the whole plane smells like McDonald's, and it's
Yeah.
everyone else is probably dying. They want the McDonald's, but it's they're saying that we need to reinvent that etiquette of
Yes.
remember that the smell lingers. We're in a
Yeah.
closed container.
I love that.
So there's a great restaurants at the airport. It's really
Right.
nice to eat before you get on, I guess.
Okay.
And I think water is.
It
We always
Hydrating
bring.
is
Bill buys
super
4 waters for us when
Yeah.
we travel. We all have our own water when we go on that airplane, business or coach or wherever.
Yeah.
It's good to have your own water.
So, but is it really true that it's bad to eat the plain food?
I don't know.
They're
Sometimes
saying
it's not
that it has
great.
so
but
much sodium.
I bet that's what
And
they
they're
do.
saying that. Wow, I heard some chef told us this. I think it was like that famous chef. I forgot his name. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but he said that he'd rather not eat on the plane because
Of the salt.
the salt, and I think you're
Bloated.
bloated or your gut
Yeah.
expands or something like that.
Yeah, that
Um,
doesn't sound good.
From the altitude,
I
probably,
think
and the bread.
Yeah.
Bread
they
is not a
have,
good idea.
I know Alaska and small flights have like a cheese platter that has apples and grapes, and that's always kind of, at least
the
that
snack.
is something that's somewhat you know what you're eating. Like
Yeah.
the cheese would have sodium, but the
Yeah.
apples and grapes would be good. I do think we gotta watch the sodium.
Yeah, my producer says plan early, arrive early, and relax at the airport.
Yeah, some people. That's a great.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you arrive
Yeah.
early, you have nothing to worry about, and I don't know. Sometimes we're running and you're looking at your watch.
I
and
know.
It starts the
and if
trip
you're
off.
taking an Uber, make sure to call the Uber maybe ahead of
Yeah,
time.
because sometimes they're 20
sometimes
minutes
they're like 20
behind.
minutes. Yeah.
Especially with the holidays. That's a great tip.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
with the holidays, Uber, going to the airport, and the airport are going to be
Exactly.
way more trafficy than normal. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. So wait, with the cruise line, are they actually more busy? Are they busier during the holidays than like the normal, or they're the same? And do they have fireworks, if in case people,
Yes.
would wanna
Yeah.
try the
Yeah.
whole cruise?
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
I mean,
line?
the ship's completely decked out for Christmas. Let's just say, and
Yeah.
they've got the tree, and they've got Santa on board. You can go to
that's
mass
so
on the ship. They've
cool.
got a
everything.
usually
right?
have a
Everything.
priest or a rabbi is on board that you can have a service.
Wow.
Yeah, they
it's.
simulate
they-
what you would have at a nice hotel. So it's all there.
I have
And,
never been.
Yeah.
My
On a
hus-
cruise?
You might.
No,
You haven't
never,
been? Oh
because my husband doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
Well,
He
there's
thinks
some-
he thinks that
He'll
you're
feel
stuck
trapped.
there for like you're trapped
That's-
there for like a few
Yeah.
days and you don't have anywhere to go.
Right.
Okay, we have another Instagram question. Who do I tip who do I tip and what's the right amount to tip? Like normally when
I
you
think. Well, you can
Like
probably
baggage
handle.
claim, you mean, at the hotel?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the hotel. Depends on if it's a super fancy hotel. There's going to be a larger tip for the concierge and the
But you know what's
bellman
funny?
and
When
the valet.
when you go to Europe or even Asia, they don't really normally expect you to.
They
tip.
don't. Yeah.
Huh? But
They
They'll
don't.
take
They're
it.
not gonna turn it away.
But do
for
we?
sure.
Okay. Do they have to give 20%? That's okay. This is a good question because I know someone who went to Asia and they're from here, and she's like, why are you not? You know, they don't want to take tips, and they're like, oh, this is
It's
too
offensive.
much. You
Yeah.
know, like. Why? Like, is it only in America that we actually have to give 20% tip, and the other
I
countries
think
they
America's
don't?
the 15 to 20%, depending on
Yeah.
the alcohol if you order
Yeah.
it or whatever. But I do know that that the industry as a whole appreciates tips.
Yeah.
But I know, for instance, South Africa, you're expected to tip when a door is open, when people are
No.
and
Okay,
even if it's
remember.
a dollar or two. But it's kind of they feel it's like it's a nice way of saying thank you, even if you go into a bathroom and making sure everyone's kind of watching out for you.
Yeah.
It's really more of a thank you. It's not
Oh, that's
considered
amazing.
like, oh, you have to tip. And back to the bags, and whether it's $2 or $5 a bag, that's up to you. I just think anything
Wow.
would be really nice to a porter, bringing your bags up and showing you around the room. You might give them $5, $10, $20, depending on how you want, what kind of room, like you said, like if it's a really fancy room.
If you give like
little
a
more.
tip to the manager, well, my husband does this.
Well,
He's so
he's-
generous.
In the
if
beginning.
you give a tip to the manager of the hotel, or not manager, or
Yeah, or the
whoever,
concierge
they,
or
they
the-
actually somehow they can upgrade you, right?
Well, that
Right? I
they're not
mean-
going to admit that, but anything that you can do, I have to be clear about that. And
A lot of people are
also,
gonna get in trouble.
but no,
Money
it's an amazing way that if you go and you talk to them, I think that's an important
Yes,
thing. That if
yes.
if you're going to utilize the concierge and you give them a little tip, they are going to take good care of you. If they have a room that's open, I
Yeah.
do believe they would help you out. I can't say all hotels would
Yeah.
do that, but I do know.
It'd be spreading good cheer.
Yeah. Well, everybody's going to go
Everyone's
and
gonna appreciate
see
it.
that. But again, a lot depends on how often you travel. A lot of these companies can they know more about you than you think. They know how often you're traveling. So if you're a heavy traveler and you go up and you say, hey,
Okay.
they may do that a little more. Like and you always can ask. There's no harm in asking, and with a smile and a please and a thank you, I think can get you a long way in this world.
That's so cool.
So-
Hey, you guys, you've traveled all over the world, both of you.
Yeah.
What is like your favorite place?
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna let you go
I
first.
mean,
I think
I don't
about
even
that a lot.
know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I really loved, with my kids, I thought the Galapagos Islands was amazing for the
Yeah.
kids.
Where is that?
Outside of Ecuador,
Yeah,
like
Galapagos
town, but you could do
Island. Oh
Machu
my
Picchu at the
gosh.
same time
And
and
we did
do
Machu
kind of like
Picchu
a
in Peru at the
spiritual
same time.
and animal.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
I mean, usually, I guess what we would do is look at the World UNESCO heritage sites and see what they were, and then we would pick, which hotel or which destination.
What is that? UNESCO?
They're all the destinations in the world that are protected under the government. They can't be touched. They're left pristine. So the Galapagos Islands and I think Niagara Falls. There's a lot of lists of all the different places around the world that are protected because they're special.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
that's a good list to start from. If you
Alright.
want to go and see amazing things, amazing
Right,
places that are
no.
protected that can never be touched.
Oh, that's so cool
Yeah.
to know.
I know, and that just opens
How many hours
to get there.
to get
Or-
there? To fly?
Cambodia
Yeah.
or the Galapagos
No,
Islands?
Galapagos Island and
Oh,
that whole thing that you did.
yeah. What is that?
Well, you probably go down. Yeah,
7 hours?
No,
Six?
I would say 9 to
7?
10 hours.
Is it? I can't even remember. It was.
But
Okay.
anyway, you could probably fly into Peru somewhere around there and then go off.
yeah,
to,
Quito. We flew into
to
Quito.
the Galapagos on a boat. And,
Yeah,
See,
Yeah.
I've
But-
not even heard of
and
that.
well,
Okay, you got to look up the World UNESCO
Well, but I was
heritage
like-
sites.
that'll be
Yeah.
another place.
Ah,
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. How about you? You're going to Africa.
I'm going to Africa for Christmas, and that's a
Yeah.
big bucket list
Yeah.
for me and my husband and the girls. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be kind of a life changer. But I don't know. I love a lot of domestic. I love towns in small America, and
Yeah.
I also like skiing a lot.
Yeah.
So those two. But if I'm looking outside of the States, I loved Australia and
How
New
funny.
Zealand. I think it's a long flight over there, but it's just friendly people, easy travel. Sometimes people are looking for easy, and that's easy. Italy.
Yeah.
There's another favorite.
Okay, one thing about skiing, it's nice because you don't really have to get so glamorous and dress up, and you're just like, okay, you don't have to put makeup and put whatever. You still put a little bit. Yeah, I still put a little bit, but oh my gosh, I feel so bulky and so unpolished.
Yes. Unpolished. Oh yeah.
But you have all those like big jackets. But the kids love that. The kids are just like, they look forward to
this.
The day.
Yeah.
But that's like my dream destination to go to Africa. I think that's our that's our like. So after
I'm doing your trial run.
Yeah,
and all that.
Do your trial run, and then we're gonna
super fancy. Super
Tracie, what's one piece of advice that you'd offer someone traveling during the holiday season?
Well, I think what we said before is get there early, relax, allow yourself a lot of time because the airports are crowded. A lot of people traveling right now. And just focus on your family. I mean, it's family time, right?
Yeah.
And so just making sure you're not getting crabby with the kids because you're upset
about,
because you're running late.
Yeah, you're running late. Just like chill out. I would just say just chill out. It's the holidays, right? Enjoy each other.
Okay, how about you? What, and with the outfit, what is like the one outfit that you have to have when you travel?
Well, I like a comfortable dress, I swear, because I think America is a little more casual, and all other countries have a little more essence of formality, I guess, or a little casual. And it doesn't have to be a fancy dress, but like a solid, really great dress that you can accessorize or something that makes you feel pretty and also comfortable, and great shoes. I'm not a big fan. I think tennis shoes are cool because they've come back in style, and now everyone wears them as dresses.
Everyone's wearing dresses as well.
It's really a cute outfit. So that, and then maybe put your high pumps or slingbacks in, and then you have a great, your dress can be high-low.
I know. I think for me, we have, as long as you have one flat shoes and then one or like sneakers, and then you have one high
fancy,
heels. For like fancy, because you can always wear pump shoes, with jeans and with clothes. So, are there? Here's another one. Reading is a great thing to do. To pass the time. So bring any book.
Yeah,
and
books,
of course bring book. Buy Date Like a Girl, Marry Like a Woman, which we are, by next year we have our audiobook, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have our audiobook. So you can like listen to it even if you're like jogging or doing the treadmill or spinning. Spinning. Okay, are there any tips that you have for what to pack for the, what do you call that?
For the rolly or
for
the carry-on?
Yeah, for the carry-on. What do you pack? So it's light. And remember that there's a specific size that you have to
you have to make sure, especially for international travel, if you're going overseas, you have to really understand what airlines. So if you're going on Qantas to Australia, they'll have guidelines on their website. And then same with, if you're taking American over to London, they would have they might have an inch or two different.
Yes.
And that's something you should check out.
So you have to check out the airlines, right?
And the other thing is, a lot of them allow, big pieces of luggage to be checked. And if you get to the gate and they can't fit it, they may incentivize you to check it right there at the gate, but at least it's on the plane.
And I think when you have a luggage, like a big luggage, make sure to find out about the, what do you call that? The
luggage tag?
Not the luggage tag, but how heavy it is.
Oh,
because
weight.
most of the time the weight.
If you're moving your stuff
yeah,
around.
you're like at the counter. We did this so many times.
Take these out and put that over there.
So you don't have to open your luggage right in front of all those many people who are waiting in line, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're taking out and putting it, and it's like.
Well, the luggage bags are a great little tip too. I know we're running probably out of time, but the luggage bags where you zip them up, and because you can put all your socks in there and all your underwear in one, and then all your jeans in another, and then you can kind of have one for dirty clothes as you go through your trip, and then that's your laundry or whatever. But those are nice, and you can whip them out and put them in your carry-on if they don't fit.
True.
Yeah, they transfer easily.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Are we really done?
I know. It's so fast all the time. Okay.
Very nice.
What is this? If you want to contact Lisa or Tracie, where can they find you?
Oh, I'm Lisa Sewell, and my website is www.highlowtravel.com. And you could.
I swear, she helped us
Yes.
so much.
She's
with
a great
every
travel
single
agent.
detail.
I can do everything from plan the whole trip or do a la carte. And the a la
Yeah.
carte is new with the millennials. So that's kind
Yeah.
of like how they can figure out where they want to go, but I can help them,
Yeah, and how about you?
You can reach me at ctshepard1@yahoo.com.
Oh, that's
Yay.
so
I'll
cool.
give you all the cruising advice.
Yay! Thank you
Exactly.
so much. Okay, my advice, even if my husband is a last minute planner, do not do what we do. That is my advice. It is very stressful, I swear. Even if I've gotten used to it, I still get so stressed out. And I get to, like, as what you've said, I yell and scream at my kids because I'm so stressed out. So plan your trip in advance. If you can plan for, actually you can plan, some people that I know of, they plan their, what do you call that, their trip for like a whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and I know some may be changed or some may stay in schedule, but at least you know your plans ahead of time. And with regards to packing, make a list as soon as you know you're leaving the week before. I do that. I make a list, and so I know that I'm not forgetting anything. Packing is what I do in advance. I literally pack a few days ahead, so I just know I have everything. And one thing that you always have to have are your medications. Do not ever forget that, your medications, because you don't know, in the place where you're going if they have that. And actually, my advice is that's the first thing you have to pack. Okay, tip of the day for all of you who are traveling during the holidays, please be safe, enjoy your trips, and of course, double check your bags before you leave. Do not leave without checking it again. I swear, don't leave. And your passport.
Passport.
And
tickets,
IDs.
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Cheers.
Don't forget to give love to the next person you see after watching the show.
You're
I love
listening
you
to
all.
Polished
Happy
Woman,
holidays.
only on LA Talk Radio.
It was so fast.